Wow, I really screwed the pooch on this one. So my first year farming solo, so far I have done tillage for one field. I have planted that field into soybeans, and now today I'm going to take my John Deere 6000 high cycle sprayer and spray my pre-emerge chemical on that field because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and you're supposed to spray it a little bit before rain so that way it can get incorporated into the soil. However, I was not expecting to plant soybeans first, so I currently have my sprayer set up for corn, so I gotta do a few things to it here before I can head to the field. So when I spray my corn, I'm also gonna be spraying some fertilizer because it is gonna be a corn on corn field. My soybean field does not need that. So my corn field needs 20 gallons per acre, my soybean field needs 10. So I currently have 0.5 nozzle tips on the sprayer so that I can spray 20 gallons per acre. However, they are way too big to do 10. So I got some other nozzle tips I gotta put on it, and then I gotta retest it with those nozzles before I take it out to the field. So I'm gonna put the garden hose in the sprayer, put a little bit of water in it while I change out the nozzles. So these are the nozzles I'm putting on. I got a mix match set of caps, but all the nozzles, the tips are the same. These are AIXR 11004s. So they're air inducted, which means it's kind of like your air inducted shower. It's supposed to use less water. This doesn't use less water, but it creates less drift, which it is really windy right now. I'm hoping that the wind dries down here in a couple hours. But so 110 means that's a 110 degree spray pattern. So that's like the spray pattern coming out of the nozzle. So you know there's like 80 04s, 110 04s. It kind of depends on the spacing that you have on your sprayer boom, what angle of a spray pattern that you use. And then the 04 is just the nozzle size. So I had 05s on it. They're too big to do 20 gallon or too big to do 10 gallons per acre, so I'm dropping it down to 04s. Okay, let's do a little test here. Let's see, rate 2. Let's set that to 10 gallons an acre. Okay, let's do a self-test. I think I'm about 9 miles per hour when I'm in third gear. Okay, turn the pump on. Rev it up a little bit. Put the master on. We're holding it. Running pretty low pressure, but that's okay. All seem to be going. I didn't put much water and I don't got very long. Yeah, look at that, we're golden. Absolutely golden. Before I actually head out to the field, I think 10 gallons per acre with my nozzles and the wind today is not quite enough. I need more water. So I got op center up here. I put in 16 gallons per acre, which is 2.5 gallons of my dual magnum chemical. Why won't the mouse move? There we go. And it's 1.25 gallons of my authority assist. And then at about 9.5 miles per hour, let's look at this chart here. Go down. I should be sitting around 50, 65 PSI. The problem is that these air inducted nozzles, while they're great for reducing drift, if you don't have high enough pressure, they create such large droplets that you're actually not getting very good coverage. Now in pre-emerge, probably not too big of a deal, but I still want to have a little bit better coverage. So I'm going to raise my gallons per acre a little bit, which raises my PSI. And I'm going to wait. Hopefully the wind dies down here. I know yesterday it was super windy during the day, and at night it just disappeared. So being it's a pre-emerge, it doesn't really matter if I spray it at night or in the morning or at night or during the day. So I might just wait till evening. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. That's too pressing. Now, of course, I can't just go spray. I gotta have all the technology. So I got my CRG here. You can buy it at www.sixgenfarmer.com. They're freaking awesome. I think you guys who have been watching for a long time already know that. There we go. This is very much a oh my gosh, my hair, it's long and the wind is making me look terrible. Very much a multi-step process because I gotta get the sprayer to the field, so I'm gonna pull it from my pickup, and then my tractor and planter is still out there, so I'm gonna bring that back and then drive my tender trailer into town, grab water, and then drive that out to the field where my sprayer and my pickup will be. Yes, that does make sense. I had to work it all in my head. We're in neutral, brakes are disengaged. Golden. You know, I know these sprayers aren't that heavy, but man, does it make my half-ton pickup feel really underpowered. Are you getting any, like, going uphill in gravel? Trying to go through this soft dirt, did not like it. But I'll unhook that, get my pickup out of the way, I'll leave that here, take the tractor back to the shop. Oh, that bladder box is about to fall off. Woo, I didn't latch it. Good thing I caught it now. About lost a box. Made it home safe and sound. Actually, it's pretty nice. I used my, oh gosh, what do I call it? Oh, my AC inverter to charge my GoPro while I was waiting. So I have a full battery now, so we're ready for the rest of the night. Speaking of the rest of the night, gosh, what is it? It's probably a little after 5 right now. Let's go get some water. Well, I don't have my magnet mount with me, or no, I do have my magnet mount. I don't have my suction cup mount. So I'm probably not gonna record much of the drive, but once I get there, I will show you guys what I'm talking about with the water. We always get water from town because the quality is way better than out of our wells, and we think it does a better job with the chemicals, so we always go to town and fill it there. Okay, so this is my local retailer, or the retailer I go through for my chemicals, and they got this massive water tank set up here that goes from that gets its water from the city, goes to the city's water treatment plant. We've just found that clean water does so much better, especially in foliar applications on killing weeds and doing what it's supposed to do. We used to use straight well water and try to use AMS to condition it, and we still use AMS. But if you start with better water, it just does a much better job. So this is where we get most of our water now. So I just gotta connect and fill. So I got filling, and you hear it. I did not turn there's actually a pump from a 3-inch hose, and it'll fill something fast. But I'm 2-inch, so I used an adapter. I didn't turn the pump on. I'm guessing there'll be enough head pressure from that big water tank outside that I'll be able to fill this up to 1,500 gallons, no problem. When not using a pump, it's a little bit slow. And honestly, maybe the pump will be fine. I'm afraid to put that much pressure through a 2-inch hose. Yeah, I got impatient. I turned the pump on, it seems to be doing fine. It'd be better if I had both tanks open, but I'm only filling this one because I don't need that much water today. But I don't know, up to 1,000 gallons now. Okay, by the time I get to the pump, it'll be at 1,500. I'm kind of glad it took me as long to do everything as it did, because the wind has died down so much. There's still a little bit. It's going that direction, which there's a road and everything separating me over there, so I'm not too afraid of it. And I'm not worried about drift on that side or that side, because I've already talked to the neighbor, and we're both planting soybeans, and we're both using Enlist. So we can't really cross-contaminate each other there. This is absolutely the perfect night to spray. However, I did forget my gloves, so I'll just have to be careful. I am using jugs, so it'll be pretty easy. Perfect timing too. I hired a buddy to come roll this field for me, and he's just finishing up. I'll write him his check. Paid him, he's folding up, heading out. The reason I wanted this field rolled was because of 2 reasons. One, the soil was so soft or so dry that my planter, even though I wasn't putting a ton of down pressure, was sinking down like that far into the dirt. And it's gonna make it really hard to combine with a soybean. I'm gonna be missing pods with that soybean down in that rut that far. And secondly, I thought maybe it would help with something with the trash. I don't really know, there really wasn't a train of thought there, but either way, I think it's gonna be much better. It's gonna be a lot nicer to spray too, for that fact. I was entering my chemical mix in my monitor here. Water carrier, and we're gonna do 16 gallons per the acre. Oh, I figured it out. They just want to know it's a herbicide, and they gotta add the product name here. So I got authorities, and then dual magnum. Yeah. Okay, cool. And this is 1 pint per acre. There we go. This is a pretty wide ditch. I don't know if I have enough hose to reach. I should have enough hose to reach that far. I guess we'll find out. This isn't exactly a hose reel, but holy heck yeah. So much extra. Look at that. So I contacted my supplier. He said put the authority in first and then the dual. Okay, and I took a picture. I'm supposed to be putting 2.5 gallons of dual in, 1.25 gallons of authority in, and then 316 gallons of water. So the authority first, right? Authority, then dual. So let's put 1.25 gallons in my inductor. How many gallon jugs are these? 2.5 gallons. Does it have measure? Oh, it even has measurements. How am I supposed to shake this? Probably a good idea. Mix it up a little bit. Probably make sure my motor starts first. What's the chance it starts? Oh, there it almost went. Interesting. My motor might be need a little bit of a tune-up, but it'll get me by today. And then I need 2.5 gallons of dual, which is just one jug of dual. So that's simple. Just gotta dump the whole jug in. Well, now I can't get it to restart. I did get the authority in there at least. I know that much. So I'm just letting it gravity drain into my tank right now while I take off this air filter so I can feed it some starting fluid. Huh. Well, I guess we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Let me start the sprayer up though and get agitation turned on. That'd be a good thing to do. Actually, I just remember the agitation goes through right here. So how about I put stuff in it? Oh my gosh, the crap that's in there. Oh no. Oh, I should have blown this thing out before I put it in there. I'm gonna have a mess. Crap. I might need to go grab something to clean this crap out of here. Here, let me shake this up first. Guys, this is a big lesson of what not to do. That was a dumb mistake, not blowing out that line before I started filling the sprayer. Who knows how long this thing's been sitting. Okay, so I got it agitating. I think I am just going to hope that my filter does what it needs to do, and I might need to stop and, you know, unclog it. Kind of my thought is do this one at 16 gallons per acre, and then do the next ones at 10. So that way it doesn't take me so long to refill. I don't have to refill so many times if the motor doesn't work. This is max unpreparedness right here. I should have blown that out. I should have filled it with water, made sure the motor ran before I got out here. Just didn't have time. I was not expecting to plant this early. Okay, so I went out and I measured my boundaries. Or not my boundaries, my boom height, and it turns out all the way down is like 21 inches, which is perfect. So, it's been agitating for a few minutes now. I'm gonna agitate a little bit more. I have an agitation valve up here. I just opened it all the way up. I'll wait a couple minutes. If you screw this up, stuff won't grow. Okay, let's go. Okay, auto steer engaged. Oh crap! I gotta be in third gear when I do this. But it's working. Oversteer is steering, and I'm spraying. Broke a nozzle off. That's fantastic. Well, I found it. I actually might have a part to fix it. And I'm gonna raise my booms up a little bit because it hit the ground somehow. Wow, I really screwed the pooch on this one. Man, I'm sure glad I have the ability to make maps. The whole boom's just coming up a little bit. Not worth it. Oh. My, this is terrible. I think I may have decided maybe it's time for me to upgrade sprayers. I know I've used this one a total of 3 minutes, but I'm thinking it's time. Look at this, it's gonna back me right in the corner. That's slick. long that's been like that for. Oh. Ah! Okay, I've calmed down a little bit. I think part of my problem is that this ground is just so soft, and I was going to the endros and I was trying to go too fast. I need to slow down, take my time. The motor on the trailer sucks, especially for the fact that the original one was stolen from me. So I slowed down, and it's actually working now. It's just very, very slow. Very slow. I'm at 12.6 acres. So to add on top of my night, I realized I left this camera on the boom, and then I started spraying. And I'm like, man, that first few feet was so bouncy, it had to fall off somewhere. And I knew where I had it on the boom, so I literally walked through the field with my flashlight, and I found it. Actually in like 10 minutes. So thank goodness for that, because if this camera didn't exist, this video wouldn't exist. This is coming out to be quite the night. But I got my first tank done, so that's good. What else? I cleaned the filter out. I think the filter caught most of the gunk, and the tank looks pretty clean now. So I think we're good there. I wish my motor would run. It ran so well when I started it, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos ago. Now it just won't start at all. So probably have to look through the carburetor. I'm guessing something got sucked up in that, but I'm gonna try and gravity feed the sprayer tonight. The tank is enough above, the truck tank is enough above the sprayer tank that I think it might actually work. It's just gonna be really slow. I gotta not forget you this time. I've done pretty good. This is a GoPro Hero 9. This is an old camera. I've had it forever. I think I've only ever broken one GoPro. I've been doing this since 2018. Other than the one I intentionally broke on camera. There we go. I actually got the auto steer working halfway decent now, if I go slow enough. So this is what it looks like in here. I can see my screen. That's how I know where the heck I need to go. Otherwise, I can't see nothing. Definitely a slow process. A lot longer spray field than I thought it would be. Okay, so I sprayed 3 tanks so far. I am at 57. Well, my John Deere screen says 57.6. This says 57.8. I'm going to be conservative and say 57.6. That'd make more sense. So, 72. 50. About 14.5 acres left, times 16 gallons per acre. I need 232 gallons of mixture to finish the farm.